Hello everyone, we are live now. We may start our proceedings.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the Board of Directors of Suratwala Business Group Limited, I, Prathama Gandhi, Company Secretary and Compliance Officer of the company, welcome you all for the 14th Annual General Meeting, which is being held today through video conferencing and other audio-visual means. Before I hand over the proceeding to the chairman to declare the meeting open, I would like to highlight certain points here. The joining to this meeting opened 15 minutes before the scheduled time of the commencement of the meeting, which is 3:30 p.m. and it will remain open for another 15 minutes. After the end of the meeting, members are encouraged to join the meeting through their laptops and headphones for the better experience and use internet with a good speed to avoid any disturbance during the meeting. Participants connecting from the mobile devices or tablets or through laptops connecting via mobile hotspot may experience audio video loss due to fluctuation in their respective network. It is therefore recommended to use a stable Wi-Fi or LAN connection to mitigate any kind of aforesaid glitches. As mentioned in the notice, the facility for participation at the annual general meeting through video conferencing or other audio-visual means has been made available for members on first-come first-served basis, except for large shareholders, promoters, institutional investors, directors, key managerial personnel. The chairperson of the audit committee, nomination and remuneration committee, and stakeholder relationship committee, as well as the auditors who are allowed to attend the AGM without any restriction on account of first-come first-served basis. Subsequent to the MCA circular of 8 April 2020 issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, the facility to appoint proxy to attain and cast vote for the members is not available for this AGM. However, the body corporate is entitled to appoint authorized representative to attend the AGM through video conferencing, other audio video means, and participate and cast their votes through e-voting. The registered office of the company is situated at Pune, shall be deemed as the venue for this annual general meeting, and proceedings of the annual general meeting shall be deemed to be made hereat. Since we have not received any request from members for registration as speaker shareholders in the today's annual general meeting, non-registered shareholders as speaker who are attending this meeting through video conferencing today are also invited to express their views and raise questions, if any have any, in the chat box provided. The chairman would be responding to such queries at the end of the meeting. I would like to inform you that the register of directors shareholding, directors contract, etc. are open for inspections of the members at the register office of the company. As per Article 67 of the company, Mr. Jatin Suratwala, chairman of the board, preside as the chairperson of this annual general meeting. With this, I would request our chairman to kindly take over and continue with the proceedings. Thank you. Over to the chairman, sir, now.
Thank you, Prathama. Good afternoon. Hope that you, your family, and your loved ones are safe and doing well. On behalf of the directors of Suratwala Business Group Limited, I am happy to welcome you to Suratwala family and 14th annual general meeting of your company. I would like to mention you that in view of the massive outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic, social distancing is a norm to be followed. Therefore, this AGM today has been convened through video conferencing or other audiovisual means in compliance with the Companies Act 2013, read with specific circular issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Government of India, which exempt physical attendance of the members to the AGM venue. For safety reasons, each of us in a different location. The quorum being present, I declare the meeting is open. This being our first annual general meeting after listing on BSE SME platform. I personally and on behalf of all board members, thank you all for believing in our company and for extending your continued support and reposing your confidence in our company and became a part of the Suratwala Business Group Limited. I take this opportunity to introduce board members and KMPs of your company. Let me start with introduction of myself and other board members. I am Jatin Dhansukla Suratwala. I am Chairman, Managing Director and also promoter of the company. Mr. Manoj Dhansukla Suratwala, whole-time Director and promoter of the company.
Hi, good afternoon everyone. I am Manoj Dhansukla Suratwala. I am attending this meeting from Pune.
Hello, I am Hema
Hema Sukhadia, whole-time Director and also part of promoters group.
I am Hema Sukhadia. Good afternoon, everyone. I am attending this meeting from Pune.
Advocate Pankaj Sukhadia, Non-Executive Director.
Good afternoon. I am Pankaj Supadia from Pune.
CA Pramod Jain, Independent Director. Ms. Dimple Sanghvi, Independent Director.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm attending this meeting from Pune. Thank you.
Now let me introduce KMPs and core team members of your company. CA Ruchi Mehta, Chief Financial Officer.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am attending this meeting from Pune.
CS Prathama Gandhi, Company Secretary and Compliance Officer.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm attending this meeting from Pune.
Mr. Hitendra Suratwala, Vice President and also part of Promoters Group.
Hello, I am Hitendra Suratwala. Good afternoon. I am attending this meeting from Pune.
Mr. Rajan Thorat, General Manager.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Rajan Thorat. I am attending this meeting from Pune.
Now let me introduce the auditors of your company and who are also attending this AGM. SSPM and Company LLP has been appointed as statutory auditor of the company. CA Nadeem Virani, the partner of SSPM and Company LLP, is representing the statutory auditor firm.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am CA Nadeem Virani and I am attending this meeting from Pune.
Kanj & Company LLP has been appointed as secretarial auditor of the company. CS Dinesh Joshi, partner of Kanj & Company LLP, is representing the secretarial auditor firm and also scrutinizer of 14th annual general meeting of the company.
Hello, good afternoon. I'm attending from Pune. Thanks.
SM Suratwala and Company has been appointed as internal auditor of the company. CS Sunil Suratwala, partner of SM Suratwala and Company, is representing the internal auditor firm.
Hi everyone, this is CA Sunil Suratwala. I am attending from Pune.
Going forward, let me brief about the Suratwala Business Group Limited. We are the real estate company from Pune. The group started its real estate business in 2008 with a residential project named as Sweet 16. This residential project was awarded for being amongst the top 3 residential projects in non-metro on the national level at CREDAI Real Estate Award 2012. Currently, the company is developing a biggest commercial hub at Hinjewadi, Pune in multiple phases. Hinjewadi is known as the Silicon Valley of Maharashtra and is one of the fastest developing areas in the Pune region. Our first phase of this project was also awarded as the best commercial project in West India at the Time Real Estate Icon 2020. We will build up approximately 5 lakh square feet area in phase 2, phase 3 and phase 4 in coming years. It is proud to share your company was awarded for excellence in commercial real estate projects at Pune Times Mirror Excellence Award on 20th September 2021, that is yesterday. I have the opportunity to say that your company have land banks at various places in and around Pune district. We have 3.5 acres land at Hinjewadi, as already said, being the Silicon Valley of Maharashtra, where the company is developing a biggest commercial hub of Hinjewadi. We have 175 acres land at Siddheswar Vede Mulsi. This land is located before Lavasa, where we have already got sanction of tourism development project on 80 acres land. We have also 3.5 acres land at Lowe, Pune. Our planning and designing has been initiated for bringing the above lands into large scale and our dream projects. Our belief is we prosper our path with passion and perfection towards innovation. We also believe our experience, techniques and expertise through our projects will emblem our mark in construction history and the days to come. Our partners and stakeholders are in our consistent association to deliver the ultimate satisfaction to our customers. The type of pride and construction we want to build is what empower us to thrive more every day. The name Suratwala Business Group Limited stands for trust, quality, and commitment. The company has always made efforts to increase its value to its shareholders and reward them with positive note. The board of directors of company in its meeting held on 31st August 2021 has recommended the final dividend of rupees 0.40 per share on a face value of rupees 10 each. The company declaring the dividend from the first year of the listing of its securities and committed to do so in the long run. We proudly share that Suratwala Business Group is Pune's first real estate company listed on BSE SME. Also, I would like to inform you that our company is in the process of migration to BSE's main board in upcoming years. I repeat again, I personally and on behalf of all board members thank you all for believing in our company and for extending your continued support and reposing your confidence in our company and became a part of the Suratwala Business Group Limited. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Further now, I request Ms. Ruchi Mehta, Chief Financial Officer, to brief the members about the financial performance of the company. Ruchi ma'am.
Thank you, Pratma. I thank all of you for joining us at the 14th AGM of your company. And it's my pleasure and privilege to be amongst all of you today. As most of you would have observed from the results that the financial year was a good one for your company. The great performance was achieved despite the fact that we had to shut down our construction activity in later half of March till May 2020 due to nationwide lockdown imposed considering the pandemic situation of COVID-19. I would now like to highlight the key performance indicator for the financial year ending 31st March 2021 and other information of general nature. Our revenue from operation for the financial year ended 31st March 2021 is increased by 18.60% as compared to the previous year. The company for the financial year made a profit before tax of rupees 8.05 crore and profit after tax of rupees 6.19 crores compared to rupees 50.77 lakhs and 45.42 lakhs respectively in the previous year. We achieved our highest ever EBITDA of rupees 11.81 crores compared to rupees 3.37 crore in the previous year. The EPS of the company has increased from rupees 0.40 rupees in the previous year to rupees 4.02 in the financial year 2021. There were no defaults in the loan payment and obligations during the financial year. Your company is regularly in complying with the statutory compliances and all the statutory payments from time to time. Pursuant to the provisions of Section 145 of the Companies Act 2013, the auditor's report do not contain any qualifications, observations, or comments on financial transactions or matters which have any adverse effect on the functioning of the company. Every challenge presents new opportunities. We will take a close look at every component in our fixed and variable cost to figure out how we can optimize them without compromising on our construction quality. Such intervention will not only shore up profitability in the near term, but will also make your company much more competitive in the long-term future. Now I extend my vote of thanks to all my colleagues, bankers, and our auditors for their support throughout the year. I also thank all the directors of the company for their guidance and cooperation during this year. I would wish all of you stay safe. Thank you. With this, I now hand over the proceeding to Ms. Pratma Gandhi, our company secretary.
Thank you, ma'am. As the meeting held through video conferencing mode, the notice of annual general meeting and the annual report comprising of the board of directors report, statutory auditors report, and standalone financials of the company has been circulated to the shareholders whose email ID are registered with the company. or with link-in time or with a depository participant. Further, during the annual report, we have asserted few agenda items. I briefed the agenda item for the shareholders' approval. There are total 5 agenda items which are to be considered for the 14th annual general meeting. I further read the items. Item number 1. To receive, consider and adopt the audited financial statements of the company for the financial year ended 31st March 2021, including the balance sheet, statement of profit and loss account, and cash flow statement, together with the report of the board of directors and auditors thereon. Item number 2. To declare final dividend on equity shares for the financial year ended 31st March 2021. Item number 3. To appoint Mrs. Hemaben Pankaj Kumar Sukhadia, whole-time director, who retired by rotation and being eligible offers herself for reappointment as director. Item number 4. Approval for entering into a development agreement with related parties of the company. Item number 5. Approval for entering into a supplemental contract agreement with the related party of the company. Further, pursuant to the provisions of the Companies Act 2013 and SEBI listing regulation, SEBI listing obligation disclosure requirement regulation 2015, the company has provided facility for voting by electronic means to all the members who are unable to cast their votes electronically, and the business may be transacted through such a e-voting. For this purpose, the company has tied up with the e-voting system of Link-in Time India Private Limited for facilitating the voting through electronic means as the authorized agency. The company provided remote e-voting facility to all the persons who were members as on 22nd September 2021, being the cutoff date for the vote on all 5 total resolutions set out in the notice of the annual general meeting. Members attending the annual general meeting today who have not cast their vote by remote e-voting are entitled to exercise their right to vote by e-voting. Mr. Dinesh Doshi, partner of Kanjan Co LLP, company secretary, has been appointed by the board as a scrutinizer for e-voting today. The results will be declared within 2 days after considering the e-voting done today by members participating in this annual general meeting, and also the remote e-voting already done by certain members. The results along with the scrutinizer report shall also be submitted to the stock exchange, that is BSE Limited, and will also be placed on the website of the company. As the meeting is convened through video conferencing today, the resolution have already been put to vote through remote e-voting, and the requirement to propose and second is not applicable. Further, as we have not yet received any speaker request, we would like to move forward to conclude the annual general meeting. I would request Executive Chairman to conclude the 14th annual general meeting with a vote of thanks. With this, now I hand over to the Chairman, sir, for the conducting the AGM.
Thank you, Prathama. I would like to acknowledge the contribution of all our employees, business partners, and shareholders for their faith in the company throughout. Also, I thank all statutory auditor, secretarial auditor, and internal auditor for attending this AGM and their continuous support. I also thank my fellow directors for their cooperation. Members attending the AGM today who have not cast their vote through remote e-voting may cast their vote on the e-voting platform now. You have given 15 minutes time for e-voting. I thank you all for your time for this AGM. It is encouraging for us. Stay safe, healthy, and take care of your families. Jai Hind.